Get ready. What's up, everybody? You know who it is. Your boy, Big Tank Hank, coming at you with another live stream. And we have a special guest tonight. It's Joey from Everything Fish. How
Hello.
we doing, sir? How we doing?
How
How
you
we doing?
doing? Doing awesome. Here we go. I just got a notification that we are live. Awesome.
Oh, and he's got a buddy on his shoulder,
Oh
a
yeah.
leopard gecko. What's your gecko's name?
So this is Felipe. He is a leopard gecko. He's about 12 inches, really large. But oh, now he's going fast. But yeah. So he's gonna be on my shoulder, probably all live. He doesn't mind it. He'll
All
go right
right,
into my head.
let's go into the chats. Who we got in here already? Atkins, Nature Aquariums. What's up, brother? Tampa Tom, what's going on? Chad Kratz, I see you were in. You say you're going to catch us on the replay, but thank you for showing up, sir, as you see this on the replay. All right, Joey, man. Tell everybody where you're from.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm from New Jersey. I am 14 years old, and I am absolutely obsessed with everything fish, my channel name, and everything about reptiles and basically all animals, to be honest, in general.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, let's talk about, okay, you go to school. Are you in school, via the internet at this point, or are you, physically going to school?
Yeah. So right now, I'm actually I'm home. It's not necessarily either a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I get to get more fish work done, but I mean, obviously, I'm not learning as much. But yes, we are home, so
Okay.
I have a lot of time.
Gotcha. Israel Pons, thank you for visiting. Isis Alexander's in the house. That's my wife.
Oh,
Hey, lady, how
awesome.
you doing? All right. So, what kind of things you like to do, outside of the fish hobby, as as hobbies?
All right, yeah. So, I mean, my favorite things to do is definitely always going with my friends. Usually in the summer, I go with them at least 3 to 4 times a week, and we go bike riding. We usually will ride up to 30 miles in a day. We go looking for fish. We bring our fishing rods. We go fishing all the time, and we go. It's called herping. If you don't know what herping is, it's looking for like snakes, toads, frogs, and all different types of reptiles and amphibians that you may find lurking in the swamps and in the rocks or crevices of mountains and stuff. So that's mainly what I do in my free time. We just got a couple kayaks this summer. So next spring we're gonna be loving to go kayaking. So that's gonna be another one of my hobbies that we've done a couple times, but it's gonna be another fun thing. Get to do fishing on kayaks.
I don't know if I could trust a kayak,
Yeah,
man.
scary
Flip over
sometimes.
on it. William Pridemore, welcome in, welcome in. All right, what is your plans with your YouTube channel? Your plans, in the future for the hobby, or that you would like to see happen?
Yeah, so I mean, with my YouTube channel, like, I don't expect to get a million subscribers, If it happens, I mean, awesome, but I like being in the small community. I like interacting with everybody. I love doing live streams. And this is one of my first live streams I'm doing with people that I'm not really, my age. So now it's going to be pretty cool to start hopefully doing more live streams with other people and getting to know more people and spreading out to more people in the community. For my, plans for my fish keeping, I'm planning on going to college. I want to be maybe a marine biologist is one of my possible careers.
Good deal.
So with the fish tanks, I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to go away. So they're gonna have to start, calming down a little bit. But I don't think this is something I could ever get out of now. I mean, I love it so much, and I'm doing it. I take care of the fish all the time. caring for them. I love getting fish, and I'm always in the fish stores, and I love being in the community. So it's gonna be hard to leave it, but I'll definitely come back.
Okay. Your family might they see you doing something promising. Maybe they'll take care of them for you while you're
Yeah, yeah,
gone. No, that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. Any particular schools you have in mind? I know it's real early, but it doesn't
yeah,
hurt thinking about it already.
yeah. No, I honestly have I have no idea right now. I can't tell you that one.
Okay, now that's cool. That's cool. Hey,
Yeah,
moderators, could y'all drop his link down there? People, he has a very, very good channel. I was impressed. As y'all know, I'm you know, I believe it when I see young people in the hobby that's very knowledgeable, and it's easier to be more knowledgeable than me in this hobby. But I'm very intrigued by them, and I like for everybody else to know that they exist, you know, and to hold them up, you know, and give them words of encouragement, you know, and so that they'll know, you know, that the hobby is just a small example of what they can
yeah,
accomplish, you know, in the world, especially once they hit adulthood. You're a kid right now, though, so we don't want you to think too
yeah.
hard about being an adult, but you have a very good start right now going for you.
Thank you.
So in your fishing, what do you do? Saltwater, fresh? What kind of fishing you really like to do?
Yeah, so I'm about an hour from the ocean, so saltwater fishing we do sometimes. Nobody in my family cares for fish. Nobody in my family, like my parents don't come. They may come down here once a month. I actually got this guy's I got another leopard gecko. I had him for 6 months before my parents realized we had him. So that's how often they come down here. That's because my grandma would help me. She'll take me to the to pet expos, and we'll always get something new, and my parents would never find out. But yeah, so
Gotta love the grandparents. They
yeah, I
they'll
thought we
run
cut out for
cover
a
for
second.
you.
Oh yeah, all the time. So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, you were talking about fishing. I was just
Yep.
I can't hear anything. It's breaking out. So yeah, I do mainly freshwater. So sometimes saltwater, like I said, but freshwater most of the time. I'm usually going for catfish. Catfish is my favorite. Um, and yeah, and just throwing chicken breast out into the water, and I always catch big catfish where I live because it's really bad water since I live in more populated area. So it's like I live in the middle of the town where I could, we have not big pieces of property. So there's a lot of houses. So there's not many like natural places for me to go, especially that nobody in my family likes to fish. It's really wherever I could ride my bike. So it's fun.
Yeah, that sounds like my growing up. I'd get a bike with a bucket on the handlebars
Oh
and
yeah,
take off.
that's
And
what I
take
do.
off. That's cool, man. That's cool. So what is your favorite fish right now?
Favorite fish that changes all the time. Right now, it's got to be my electric eel. Because obviously they're just some crazy animal. Um, it's amazing how that there's just a simple and ugly fish can electrocute you and possibly kill you. It's pretty cool to think that, even though mine's pretty small and it won't, but it's still pretty interesting to learn about them.
Okay, how big will it get?
They'll get up to 6.5 to 7 feet. There's reports of them being like 8 feet, but in like the aquarium hobby, they'll only get like 6 or 7 feet.
Okay, okay, man. Electric eel. Have you ever
Yeah.
felt a little baby charge from your eel?
No, mine's like mine right now is 18 inches. So getting electrocuted by him is probably like 400 to 500 volts, which is I forgot I think your average like your average home outlet is only 110 volts. So it's still pretty dangerous to be electrocuted by this one, but so I'm not risking it. I always wear rubber gloves when I go in the tank.
Okay.
But so no, I have not felt the electricity from it yet, which is a good
Okay.
thing.
Gotcha. What's going on, Melvin? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Rebuilding our brand, Mr. Melvin. Welcome in, brother. Happy belated birthday, also.
Oh, happy birthday!
He says
Well,
electric eel.
belated.
What's in the tank behind you there?
Oh, the tank behind me. This is a 65-gallon. I'm gonna say angelfish because that's the main fish I have in here. That's like the first fish I have in here. There's just angelfish. I only have two. There's a koi angelfish in the back, and an albino angelfish, which is coming over here right now. There's Colombian tetras, Odessa barbs. I just got a bumblebee catfish yesterday. There's hoplo catfish. There's mollies, Buenos Aires. This is just like a community tank because I always saw, the fish that started it off like 6 years ago with me, and I wanted to bring it back and get some more. So this tank was dedicated to all those fish that started off. Oh, and we also got the albino tiger barbs. So
Okay.
it's a full tank.
Yeah, I really like those albino tiger barbs.
Yeah.
I had a few of my own a little while ago.
Yeah, I was doing my most recent video, best fish for beginners, and I saw you had good shots of them, so I hexed you if I could borrow them. I like yours because
Go ahead.
because I have so many fish in here. It's really hard to single out a fish when I was doing the video, so I just hexed you. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, mine was slightly harassing, my guppies,
Oh, yeah.
so I had to move them around.
Yeah, they're a little aggressive. They're always the smallest fish when I keep them. Never put them in with any smaller because they're a little more aggressive. So.
Okay, yeah, they were technically the biggest over here.
Oh yeah, no, that's not that good.
Oh, no problem, Melvin. No problem, man. So, what's your friend's name that you do your live streams with?
So yeah, another kid my age that actually has a lot more things than me, which you guys should go check out because he's pretty cool too. His name is Caleb, and his channel name is Caleb's Aquatics. So I do a lot of live streams with him, and we became great friends. Like we actually would call each other and talk all the time, to which we wouldn't even talk about fish or anything. Like we just became friends, and it goes to show you how awesome the fish community is. How started off talking with fish, and now we're pretty good friends. Even though he's half of the country away from me.
Yeah, we all can definitely identify with that, man. This fish fam and this hobby, man, is a beautiful thing, man. It's brought so many people together who may never see each other in face to face in real life,
it's
but
crazy.
Can be friends for a long time. True friendships.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, everybody's in here is respectful, and I honestly would, if I met them in person, I'd love to talk with them, and I'd have no hesitation starting a good conversation with them. So.
Okay. Welcome, Steel Angus. I think that's your first time in the house. Welcome. See who else we got. Steel Angus. Okay. Hey, I forgot. You were telling me about all the tanks you have. We weren't on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Live, so we're gonna replay that. Tell everybody about your fish room and outside of your fish room in your house, everything that you got going on.
Yep. All right. So I have a showfish tank room, which is just my basement, and then I have a couple other tanks in a closet, which is behind this tank over here. So in my my basement, which is I'm going to say they're my show tanks. They're kept up a lot nicer. And those are obviously this tank behind me right here, my angelfish tank. I also have two 125-gallon fish tanks. I have a rescue Oscar tank, which houses an Oscar, giant gourami, Jack Dempsey, and a Florida gar. I also have another 125, which houses two Oscars, Jardini arowana, green terror, bleaker eye, short body, ripsaw catfish, and albino fisher. I also have two of these lizards. I have two more red-eye crocodile skinks. I have a blue-tongued skink. I have an electric eel tank, which is a 75-gallon electric eel tank. Dustin's Fish Tanks was hosted a aquascaping contest and at Aquatic Experience, and I actually won the contest. So when you win the contest, you get to keep the fish tank, and he gives you $100, which was awesome for him to do. So I won, and I got to keep the fish tank, which was awesome. This was like a year ago, so I didn't have as many fish tanks. Like meeting him and getting to talk with him and watching his channel, like basically is my biggest inspiration that happened here. And then I have in my back closet, I just have a flower horn, which is a grow out. He's a baby. I have five tanks back there. I also have two turtles. I'm going to be putting them into a pond I have at my grandparents' house, which is right down the road, so it's not like it's too far away. And I also am building a 4,000-gallon pond in my backyard for koi.
4,000.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's
It's like
right.
it's like 3.5, 4 feet deep. So it's going to be a lot of fun to build. It's a big project. We've been working on it for a year already, but we should be finished by this summer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. Very, very cool. I wish, but I don't see myself focusing that much time on it. That's a lot to do right there, man. That's a lot.
It is. And I also forgot to mention I have a 90-gallon African cichlid tank on my main floor, and my only saltwater tank I have is a 13.5-gallon fish tank I have in my room on my nightstand, which is awesome.
Okay.
So yeah.
So do you find that your small saltwater tank, would you say is easier to maintain, harder, or about the same as your freshwater?
All right. So this is such a neglected topic. It's everybody's biased towards what they mainly keep. Like, so to be honest, saltwater is more expensive. But there's a few options you have. If you have multiple saltwater tank, it pays for you to buy an RODI system, which just makes how we use water conditioner for freshwater tanks. That's basically their version of making tap water safe for reefs. But some tanks you don't need that if you're not doing a reef, like corals and stuff. Some fish are more sensitive. So depending on the tank, it really changes it. Sometimes, like my 13-gallon tank, I do as simple as I can. It's no work. Like this tank is a lot more work than that tank. But if I were to do the other ways, it would be even less work. I probably would have to do a water change weekly, and that would be it because everything is established. But once you have a bigger tank, it's a lot easier to care for its saltwater. It's just a little bit more money. But when you have a smaller tank, it's a lot more, as water evaporates, the salt stays in the tank. So everything changes, and you really need to stay on top of it. But it's pretty much the same if you like I said, it really depends. So I can't really answer that question. You really need to know if you're doing reef or what fish you're doing and what I think it is. So
Right. Kayla's Aquatics, welcome in, sir. Still Angus says he have a second pond going in this spring, looking to have about 4,000 gallons in the pond with a stream that will hold around 500 to 700 gallons.
That's awesome. That's it.
Cool.
The stream is what I wanted to do, but we don't have enough room back there. streams are awesome in the ponds. The ponds are really cool too.
I said to make him look that much more natural. Yeah, I'd say with a stream would be over the top.
Oh
It
yeah.
would be definitely cool. Definitely cool.
Oh yeah.
So what's
It's amazing.
your Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say it's amazing how much like a pond or even a waterfall, like a pond, even if you don't have a pond, just the waterfall changes your backyard. It makes it look really nice. So if you like didn't have a pond, I definitely recommend you look and make one if you want. You could do them pretty cheap too. It could cost you as much as a fish tank back here.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have some makeshift ponds in my garage. Using some storage totes, 50-gallon, 250-gallon ponds. Big catfish and Preco pond, guys. I think I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You have a horse?
Okay. So still, Angus, you got a whole ranch going now, or just one horse for the family. So what channels are you really invested in right now?
Honestly, I jump around everywhere. Joey the King of DIY, I'm a big fan of him. He's more, he does a lot more educational videos. Then I am always around, people comment on my videos. I mean, there's not 1,000 people commenting on my videos, but I have a lot of channels, like 100 channels that I go through every once in a while just to make sure that I'm staying active with them and, I'm interacting with them because that's what I love to do. So I'm everywhere, to be honest. But one channel I watch every single video is definitely Joey the King of DIY.
Okay, yeah.
And
I like
obviously,
to check out Joey.
Yeah. And Dustin's Fish Tanks, like I mentioned, great guy. And Rachel really, I can't really say her name. But
Oh, Leary.
yeah, Leary, that's it. Yeah. 4 horses.
4 horses. One is a wild-caught Mustang that was rescued 2 months ago, and I didn't find my second pond. What happened? Oh, okay.
It's crazy. 4 horses. It's a lot of. I don't know if that's a lot of work. A horse or like. It's just like a dog,
big dog. Horses are very
yeah.
cool. I used to ride a lot of horses back in my younger days when I thought I was gonna be a rodeo star or something. But I hadn't been on a horse now in over 20 years. So, question: Who got you stimulated in getting into the fish hobby?
So, like I said, my well, I didn't mention this yet, but my grandparents got me a fish tank, and that basically started my interest. But I had some fish tanks, and I was I started my YouTube channel, and then I was like, losing interest, because my parents obviously nothing wrong with parent not allowing you to get a pet. I mean, there's so many reasons to like I completely understand why, but they one day just allowed it, and then I won Dustin's Fish Tanks Aquascaping contest, and meeting him was amazing. And he got me right back into the hobby, and from there I just wanted to get all these new pets. So it was really cool meeting him. He's definitely probably the biggest inspiration that any one person has had on me, biggest impact in the fish hobby.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, still ain't gonna see. I rode horses, but I actually wanted to be a top bull rider, and bouncing off that ground and stuff. It got a little hard on me because I've never been a small guy. So bull riders champion bull riders have to actually be small. A lot of people don't realize it because of how big and strong the bulls are. They automatically think that they have to be so strong, you know, you'll be a big guy holding on to this bull, but that works against you. That doesn't work for you. So I had to learn that the hard way.
You rode the bulls or just the horses?
Oh no, I used to ride bulls as far as rodeo
You
went.
did too.
Yeah,
Wow.
the horses were just you know, pass
Fun.
time at my buddies'
Yeah.
houses and stuff like that.
That's
But I
crazy.
could always ride the horses that like the buck. They would always give me the more fiery horse when I would come over here. You can ride this one, Coach.
Oh yeah.
If it bucked, it didn't matter to me because I was gonna ride it. I said I want to ride Broncos just because I've always broke horses because I was always small, but now I'm not that small and I'm old and I'm sore. I identify with that.
Yeah.
So when did you from day one of you getting into fish, when did you decide, you know, to do all this reading and gain all this knowledge in regards? Because I mean, usually when we see kids, you know, they'll have tanks, have fish in them, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's obvious that you've put in a little time, you know, with learning proper terminologies, learning what, you know, how to sustain, you know, the life in these water boxes.
Yeah. I don't like. I always used to do like a little bit of research, but I think it mainly all started within like the last year of, like I said, when winning the contest. Like since then, I learned about the nitrogen cycle in the aquariums. I learned about ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, all those terms and stuff. And obviously, once you learn all that stuff, you open up a whole new world. Like you understand everything, and from there, I guess I just actually somehow, I didn't think I would, but I enjoyed learning about it. So every time I would get a fish, I'd spend hours and hours just researching it, finding cool information and facts on it. And that's when I started like to really like post videos on my YouTube channel because you know, I wanted to share the stuff.
Okay. Who we got just slid in the door? BJ Palmer, welcome. Jeffrey Watts, welcome. Glad to see you guys in here. But yeah, man, it's very, very cool, man, to, you know, to see all the, you know, all that you actually know, man. It's off the hook. It really is, man. It really is. I mean, I can't say any more about it, man. It's so very impressive.
Thank you.
So what is your holy grail fish?
Oh, that's a tough one. Like one I have or like one I want?
That you want.
That I want. Yes, I thought that's what you meant. That is such a tough question because it changes all the time. I definitely want to get a reef shark. That is like when I grow up, if I got a saltwater pond, I'll get that fish. Like some sort of shark, you know, but like the real sharks, not like the, you know, little sharks that like not like little sand sharks. I want like a real, like, you know, reef shark or black tip shark.
Black tip or
know.
yellow tip. I got
Yeah.
you. I was gonna ask that question. Yeah, I was gonna ask that question. I was gonna say like a cat shark or something. Like no, I want.
No, I need like a real shark.
One that has to keep swimming to stay alive.
Oh yeah, I'll settle with like you know, some sort of dogfish. It's like a shark, but if I had to really get one, definitely black tip shark. So cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big J, welcome. Alishan AS, welcome. First time here. Welcome to be in the house. Welcome. Hey, guys, you see Jeffrey Watts down there? That video I made where I said I took a road trip to pick up something from the fish fam. That's who I went to pick up these peacock gudgeons and carbon really shrimp from. Thank you very much, sir. You see, they didn't settled in up here. I had me a little live stream earlier to see how much activity I could catch from them without me being in the room.
Those are looking really cool. I watched that. That was some really cool fish. I actually never even heard of those.
Oh, they are very nice, and these are still juveniles. I
Oh,
say they're
really?
about maybe an inch and a half, and they'll get up to 2 inches, 2.5. Some people say
Wow.
3, but I hear they, nobody's really, has 3-inch ones, but I
Yeah.
still
So
have
the
a little
males
ways.
still.
Huh?
I was gonna say, so the males still need to color up a little bit.
Yeah, they still have a little
They're
ways to go, and they
gorgeous.
get a they
Yeah.
get a nuchal hump on top,
Wow.
and they're very, 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 very personable for such small fish. I mean, all 3 of them settled in so quickly in this tank, and it's a 10-gallon, and it's sitting long ways, and they're right here next to me, and they're right here. I put my finger on the glass, and all 3 of them are right here, like they've been here for months.
Wow.
And it's when you talk about little small fish. I'm used to the live bearers who, all they want you to do is feed them. And they
Yeah.
fool us into thinking they're real personable. No, they just know you have
Yeah.
food.
Oh yeah. Goldfish especially. I caught two 14-inch goldfish in my local pond. Um, and they're always I keep them in my pond for now. To like put them in the bigger pond. And they're always jumping up into the water, and every time I walk by, they seem so needy, even though I can feed them 6 times a day. All they do is bag and bag and bag. It's funny. They're like dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard goldfish don't. I mean, they eat like that because they don't really digest the food well. From what I
Yeah.
said, it's like it just goes like straight through them.
Yeah, I never understood that. That's why they say don't like if you're starting with a fishing, never get goldfish because they pee like acids. Like they'll change the pH of your
Oh,
tanks.
in your tanks, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like if you were to leave them in a bowl, like goldfish bowls, when you change the water, you could be changing the pH by like 2.0. It's crazy. No other fish do that really. Fish could have this. Oh, that is cool. I actually have a breeding pair of crocodile skinks. They're actually yellow-eyed crocodile skinks. They laid 2 eggs so far. The first one was infertile, and the second one actually wasn't really good. It had like this little thin skin part of the shell, and my mealworms, like the feeder bugs, got into it and ate the egg. So I'm looking to get an incubator or some sort of contraption to incubate them, but I'm not trying to brag about it, but I'm one of like I'm going to say about like 50 or 60 people in like the world to have a breeding pair of these species of yellow eyed crocodile skinks. Like most red eyes come from the wild, and most of them come from the wild, and that is one of my like main goals in the hobby. In long term, is definitely to try to get a lot of the like lizards, especially, but also fish too. Stop getting them from being wild caught, and get them more. Most of them were possibly even all of them captive bred. I mean, it's possible, and it could open up a lot of jobs for people. So that's a goal
That's
for
cool,
mine.
man. That sounds real, real cool, man. Real cool, definitely. Was I supposed to highlight that still, Angus? Somebody asked, "Do you still have those big goldfish?"
Oh yeah, um, they're they're still in my pond. They're winterizing, so I haven't fed them since it froze over like twice already, kind of. But I have the filter and stuff running, so yeah, they're still doing good. Still eating. Well, not anymore, but
Okay. Hey, y'all, we were talking earlier backstage about reptiles, and I was letting them know that years ago I was a reptile guy. I mean, I had amphibious reptiles, I had Nile monitors, um, I had pygmy crocodiles. Man, I had king snakes. Man, if I could get hold to it, I was gonna have it. The problem is, early on, stuff used to get loose. Turtles and frogs used to get loose
Oh
in the
yeah.
house. And like you were telling me about your parents not knowing initially when you had those
Oh yeah.
lizards. Well, my
Oh no.
mother and grandmother would never know when I brought stuff in the
Oh,
house.
you can't
It
bring
would
an
just show
alligator
up.
home.
Oh man, it would just show up, going across the floor,
Oh no.
and you'd hear screaming, "Bob, you don't come get it."
I had a fish tank in my closet. I had it for no joke 9 months. All right, and my parents did not find out about it. The only reason they found out about it was because I left the light on the tank, and they walked down here for whatever they needed, a hammer or whatever, and they noticed that the closet was glowing. So obviously they looked in the closet, and that's when I got caught with 2 tanks in my closet. So yeah,
Hide the whole tank in
but
the closet.
so you're telling me you brought home Cayman home without your parents knowing?
Oh no, the Cayman wasn't at my parents' house.
Oh,
I
okay. I
was
was gonna say,
no,
yeah,
I was grown and living on my own when I got the
yeah.
ball pythons and caimans and whatnot. No,
So it was like the
those were
frogs
the
and stuff. Yeah.
frogs, turtles, crawfish. Those
Mm,
days.
yeah.
Look, the starter packs.
Oh yeah.
Sickles 23, welcome. Hey, that Komodo dragon, man.
Oh yeah.
On top it would be being illegal for you to get it. If you got it, man, I don't know if I want to be at home alone with a Komodo dragon.
I don't even think that's on where I live. You need exotic animals for license for like I think caiman and small lizards, but I don't even think you could get a I don't even think you could get a like without a zoo license. I don't think you could get
A Komodo. Oh,
a
you
Komodo
would.
dragon. That's the name. I don't. Yeah, you need a zoo license for that one. No way you're getting your hands on that one unless you have a zoo. Good day,
T-Bone, welcome.
T-Bones Fishies.
Catfish,
Welcome.
Catfish Terry, welcome.
Catfish Terry. Yeah, same here. I'm kind of split down the middle with reptiles and fish, but I like fish a lot because they're a lot more peaceful and it's always fun to have a couple lizards, but the fish just as great.
Hey, Sickles 23, I'm here to tell you though, when when the monitors get loose in the house, man, you look, catch them as an experience, dude.
You have
It's an experience.
what flooring did you have? You have like the tiles where they would run like it was a cartoon and they wouldn't
And
go
slide.
anywhere. Oh yeah, making a sharp turn, they bang right into the wall.
Hey,
I
but if
love
they
those.
got going straight ahead with those claws, they was getting
Yeah.
somewhere. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
turning the corner. Turning the corner was another situation.
Oh yeah.
S, welcome in the house. Welcome. Not the Galapagos tortoise. Hey, y'all
Isn't that
trying
the
to
largest?
get the largest. Y'all trying to get
Yeah.
the feds involved and everything on here. You gonna get my stream flag.
Yeah, no, that's gotta be some illegal. There's no way you could get that legally. Actually, I wonder if you could get those.
What is it? What is his channel? Man, I just watched him today. He had some little otter babies. Blake's
Exotic Animal Ranch.
Does Blake have a Galapagos tortoise?
No, he has the
Because he's got
I
some
can't
big
think
ones
of the
out there.
name. Yeah, he has those oh my god. You could, like anybody could get him. Like he breeds them. I can't think of the name. I think it starts with an S. Oh yeah.
Priscilla, welcome. So after a while, you won't be moving them. You'd have to wait for them to move themselves, huh?
Oh yeah. They have one. They have a I can't think of the name of the tortoise that we're just talking about. That Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch has.
Cicada.
Stolicata, that's the name. That's the tortoises.
Still Angus just posted it.
Yeah, that's right. That's the name.
Benny's Aquatics, welcome. I see you hitting the door. John McKenzie, welcome in. I see everybody rolling in here. Thank you. Hey, y'all roll over there and hit that like. Benny, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, make sure you guys hit it in the like and make sure you're subscribing too.
Oh yeah,
Really
that'll
good
work
channel. You
also.
won't regret it. Yeah.
Hell, we see you.
Yeah, you're right.
Who me? Who me, Bob?
Thank you. Alabra? I'm butchering the name somehow, but
Aldabra.
I can't say I have
Aldabra.
tape over it, but Aldabra tortoises. Never heard of those.
Yeah, I had a few tortoises also, but mine was just like found on the side of the road, stopped, put them in the car. And I had a few turtles, musk.
So
I had some musk turtles and some red-eared sliders.
yeah, no, I'm not. I caught a musk turtle down in the park. I got scratched by him. I got pooped on. And
They'll
I
do
got
that one.
bit.
Yeah,
So
they'll
I
do.
don't. I was done with catching those turtles.
Yeah,
I
they'll
got
do
the
that.
3 combo. Oh yeah.
I actually had a musk turtle to lay an egg in the bucket that I was housing it in, and I went to the local agriculture extension agency, and see, I live outside of Houston, Texas. He called the Houston Zoo, and they gave me instructions on how to make an incubator, like a DIY incubator,
Hmm.
and I had to be, man, 8 years old or something. So they had me build this DIY incubator. I mean, I followed the instructions and everything, with vermiculite and
Oh
half
yeah.
the plastic shoebox, half with vermiculite. Then I had a plastic saran wrap. How do I still remember this? I don't know. A plastic saran wrap over the top, plus the top for the actual box. Put it in the closet and have the egg in there. And every so often I would have to turn the egg, but it ended up the egg wasn't fertile. But I
Yeah.
tried
There's
though.
no
I
milk.
shot my best at it. Yeah,
Hmm.
it wasn't even
Yeah, that's what
fertile.
I did with my first egg. I was so into it, but please, I'll put my kid in here about it. Oh, awesome, still Angus. Yeah, I got to do a video on it. I definitely need to do a video on the cycle. I haven't had any free time recently, so but this weekend I'm gonna probably do a video on that, the cycle, explain it. Oh, you bred the German blue rams? Have managed to you raise them or did you breed them?
Think he bred him because
You got some.
he's been trying for a minute and things will be going wrong. So did they sustain? Or
Yeah,
how old are they at this point?
that happened with my angelfish when like they were doing so great and then it just kept on going bad every time. They would get a breeding pair, but that was like 6 years ago. Um, Sometimes it just doesn't happen, doesn't work out.
Yeah, I had been thinking about, I'd see the people with the slate in the tank or the
Yeah,
standpipes, and it's very, very intriguing to me. Angelfish, I've kind of always liked them. They were like in the back,
yeah.
but ah,
You know what? They're
ah.
really nice. They're really nice. What I recommend you do if you ever like, they're really easy to breed. So if you just put them in a tank, get a couple pairs, and you realize they'll be pairing up. The problem is you want to move them before they start to breed because as soon as they start to breed, if you move them, they might break up and they might just fight and kill each other rather than breed. So
Mm. Oh, so
that's
when you
what.
first notice that they're a pair, it'll be good to put them
Yeah,
somewhere by themselves.
yeah, because you want them to pair up in that tank so they don't move.
Okay.
Because once you move them from another tank and they're breeding, they're gonna get stressed out and she's not going to want to lay any eggs.
And see, I'm also a long tank guy, like 20 longs, things like that. And what's going on, Fish Whisperer Miles? And I saw on Aquafunk's video, he used to be the angelfish guy. That was his specific direction for his channel, which he still has angels now, but he was like, the tall tanks is what you actually need. All my tanks, I mean, except for the 10s, but the 10s are the same height as the 20 longs, but all of my tanks are technically short. And I don't know, I have a hang up on stuff being symmetrical. I don't know why, but
yeah, no, I get what you mean.
I don't want that one tank over there that's
Yeah, no, my tanks are all over the place. To be honest, all the tanks, everything I buy new is in my like show tanks, but all the other tanks, I just find them on the side of the road, or people like give them to me or donate them to me, I guess. So I just take whatever I got. I have like 12 tanks I have just sitting in my closet in my garage that I'm not using.
What?
That I just, whenever my friends want them, I have a couple friends that are like, always they get tadpoles for frogs and stuff. I just give it to them. Because I like, getting my friends into it too.
Okay.
So.
Hey, y'all, people tell you that there's power in the tongue. Words that you speak out into the ether. Look who showed up, Aquafunk down here. I just mentioned him, and he pops up on the chat. Hey, were you lurking or something, Funk? Is that what it was? And you heard your name and you popped out. What's up, man? Welcome in. Yeah, Funk. I was telling him how I've, low key been interested in talking about breeding some angelfish, but I have long tanks. I don't have tall tanks, and I don't know if I want to go to longs, because then I'll come in my little room with the tanks doing like this, and it will bother me.
Yeah, no, that's not me for sure. I do.
Do they have miniature angelfish?
That's a good question. I don't think so. Ask Aquafunk. I don't think I've never seen one, but you never know. There may be some crazy species out there that stay pretty small.
Right. Say no, my little one. Oh, let's give her a bad number. Is that? Are you missing an O in that, or? Kids will play with that poop.
Oh, the Leopoldi? Hold on, let me look that up.
Is that a small angelfish? Or am I barging in on a conversation that was happening somewhere else?
Yeah, no, I'm looking it up. No, it's an angelfish.
Oh, okay.
Let me look up minimum tank size.
Welcome in, Chappie. Welcome in. Creepy Chappie, huh? Welcome.
So it says
what's a chaperone? Chaperone?
It says the Leopoldi angelfish needs a 30-gallon fish tank. Maybe for like a breeding pair, probably like what, 40-gallon, 50-gallon? That seems a little big though, because I thought like a breeding, like one angelfish needs what, 39 gallons? So for two of them, that seems about right. 30 gallons, 45 gallons to breed them.
Okay, he said Leopoldi, actually it grows 5 inches tops.
It's crazy. Like I've seen discus and stuff. You see them, the fish are this big, and you see them this big. Yeah. I've seen some in fish stores, like angelfish too, that are absolutely like massive. Like
yes, I have
at least over a foot in size, and like people don't understand how big they get. It's crazy.
And I didn't until the last year and a half, because I mean I had been seeing them, my whole life, but yeah, till like the last year and a half, I realized how tall an angelfish can actually get.
That's why they need the tall tank. and some of them get that really long fin that just it just stays behind. It's amazing how long they are.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree, Jeffrey. I agree, and I'm kind of a species only tank snob right now, and that's just
I
happened like recently because
I'm
I
the
got
complete opposite.
well. See, I like right here next to me. I have the peacock gudgeons in a tank by themselves. I have neo heterangia elegans tiger teddies. They're in a tank by themselves. Then I have heterangia formosa least killifish in a tank by themselves. You know, it's I guess because those fish are so specific per se, especially like the tiger teddies. I want a whole tank cram full of tiger teddies, you know, by
Yeah.
themselves. But down below, behind me, I have 220 longs down here with. I have one better male in each. It's full of endlers and guppies, and I have a CPD in one, and I have a um a sparkling gourami in one. Those down there don't really matter. I don't mind with them. They're full of hornwort and whatnot. I'm just letting them go for what they know. But these up here, though, I have to keep them specific.
Yeah. You know, I'm the complete opposite. I got every tank I look at, except for my electric eel. Well, he'll kill everything that goes with him. But yeah, all my other fish, like every other tank, I like to keep different species. Um, so as long as I'm sure they'll work, because like these fish have three other tanks if they don't work out. My big fish have three other tanks if they don't work out. I always have um, tanks in the back open just in case anything does go wrong. But I'm the complete opposite.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Aquafunk just said they only need uh, a 20-gallon tank. He says for breeding them.
But that's a 20 tall though, right, fuck?
Yeah,
Because
right. I think that's what you need.
you see, I'm doing everything I can to let it be to get it in a 20 long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
And
wanting to hear that tall.
I didn't see the comment before, but I think they mentioned that this was a bearded dragon. This is actually a leopard gecko. If just clear it up. You can pull it off, though. You have to.
Well, see, Bob, that'll be
Yeah.
salt. That'll be salt water. I don't want to get into the salt. I had salt tanks back in the day during the reptile times. I had a couple of saltwater tanks. I had a 30-gallon saltwater tank and a 10-gallon saltwater tank. They were pretty cool. It was just, I don't know, it just seemed like it was a little too much attention I had to pay to them. But
Yeah.
again, I was younger. Now I might be okay if I did it, but back then it was like, I don't want to invest all this time in this tank.
So that was the deal breaker for you with the salt water, the time, or the money for you?
Well, no, I was throwing money away at that time, so it didn't.
Oh yeah.
And it cost a little more to put them together then, man. It was for
Yeah,
that 30 and that 10, man. I may have spent $300.
Oh yeah.
That's not the tanks. You know, that wasn't counting the glass. That was, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, like I live rock. I spent $90 on 3 rocks, this big, like 3 rocks. That's it, and it was $90 for live rock in salt water.
Yes.
So I didn't. Yeah, salt water is expensive to set it up, but it's a lot more established if you have a bigger tank, so it's a little bit easier too. So
right. Oh, the Autumn Angels are the ones that get real tall.
Autumn Angels are gorgeous. So I nobody here gets them near me, but yeah, I'll show you a picture of them. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but look at how pretty those fish are.
Yes, most definitely. I could see it.
Yeah. I
when
can't
those
get over
streamers
them.
get long,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's Velvet Ultimate Angels I saw. Um, or is it just Velvet? Those are like my angelfish that if I say, I gotta buy them. Nah, they're not Velvet Angelfish. There's something. I forgot what they were. It was just like an Ultimate Angel. They're absolutely stunning. Um, but that's why I like the angelfish. They're really peaceful, and they can be housed with other fish. How could you get
15 inches
15
top to
inches?
bottom.
Oh yeah,
Ooh-wee.
it's crazy how big they could get.
Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you. Welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you.
Thirsty. Hey, so were those Ultims that Joy just put in that tank?
No, I don't. I think he wanted. I think he said he wanted the Ultims, but he didn't get them in because he lives in Canada.
Okay.
That's it. Veiled Angels. I'm
Veiled.
thinking Velvet. Let me see if I can get a picture of them. Those are absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah. I can't explain it, but they look like they have like a tinfoil side, but they have the colors of like a velvet angel, but they also have a little bit more black in them too. They're really cool. Yeah, that's them. It's like they have like crumbled tinfoil on their side.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. I did know what that was called. Mm, come on, come on. Oh.
I keep forgetting. It's crazy.
It's gonna come back to me hopefully before the stream is
Yeah.
over.
No.
No good, man. No good.
Yeah. That's the worst when stuff like that happens. The unpredictable. Sometimes I come down here. I like usually like once every other month something passes away in here, but it's usually like the live bearers. I guess they only
Yeah.
live for a few years, right?
I was about to say, um, I was big. Well, I'm big in the guppies again, but I was real big
Yeah,
in the guppies when I first started out. But I didn't have this thing down, quite yet.
yeah,
And your live bears, especially if you buy them at a big box uh pet store, those that will go unnamed by me. If you buy them there, you always look for females that are about to have fry because the lifespan when you get them home is very short.
oh
It's
yeah,
very short. Um, First of all, you don't know how long they've been alive because you're still only looking at maybe a good 2 years from a guppy.
oh
But
yeah,
they go through so much just to make it to the store, and then just going from their water to your
mm,
water. I really don't even expect them. I used to, but it doesn't even surprise me now. That's why if I go and I'm getting mutts or so, I'm gonna make sure I get some that's ready to drop fry. Like I
yeah.
have some Dumbo ear red for platinum red tail Dumbo ear guppies that I got from my LFS.
Those are
That
nice.
I have a lot of fry right now. Now mine pushed through. I lost maybe 3 initially, and I think I got like 8 all together. So I still have some adults now that they've made it through. They've probably been here about a good month now. But the first 3 just boop every day, boop,
Yeah,
skip a day, boop. But the fry, once they're born and grow up in your water, you're usually
yeah,
pretty good. You're good after that, but
yeah. Because you're not moving them around like going through shipments and you know.
yeah, but
Uh,
when they first get there.
That's why I made a video. Oh, I forgot he's there. I made a video on like the best fish for the beginners. I didn't really want to mention the live bearers because like when we started, like we would have a hurricane or something, and when you go to like Petco or PetSmart, like I don't want to say any like names, but like the big box stores, you don't know how old the fish are, and well, I said I didn't want to say any names, but I did say names. You don't know how old those fish are, and they go through a lot of stuff. So they're gonna like pass away sooner than you know maybe tiger barbs or angelfish, and they wouldn't not nearly you wouldn't be obviously happy with it, and you'd be upset, and that's I think one of the main reasons that people are giving up the fish hobby because their fish are dying because they're getting them from the wrong places and they're getting them from old and they're getting the live bearers. So I didn't want to recommend those for beginners.
Yeah, and that's crazy because they'll say, people used to say it a lot. Man, the most hardy things, for you to get guppies.
Yeah. They breed,
really.
Which is great because, I mean, they're super hardy, obviously, well, they're not so hardy, but they're hardy enough for beginners to care for them. And they breed, so, but if you don't get them to breed, it's not really worth it for beginners.
Now, if you start out like I did with feeder guppies,
oh yeah,
they're bulletproof and they go through all kinds of stuff. But
oh yeah,
you're limited. They are what they are, when you get them. But yeah, that'll be something that's good to start with that a lot of people don't mention.
Yeah, you're right.
Those, pretty little fish, but boom, you just throw them in there, get your water together. They're gonna breed for you, and you'll be good. Because that's what
now,
when
you bred those. When you bred them, did you get any like cool colors out of them? Like, did you select to breed them to be
well,
did you get anything?
Feeder guppies are real hard. Well, it depends. Some places have feeder guppies, platies. I mean, and their feeder guppies a lot of times are crosses between fancy and wild types.
Yeah.
But like here in Texas, for the most part, you just get the wild type feeder guppies, and their color patterns are random. Period.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're random. Period. You could probably selective breed them, but it would take so long to nail down the genetics because they just that's how they occur in the wild. They're just random.
Yeah, I just got 50 guppy feeder fish actually yesterday. I put them in a 40-gallon. I just saw them and they're colorful, so I picked them up. And I just wanted to see, I want to see if maybe I could get something out of them. I got a couple other tanks I just set up that I could, maybe pick out some colorful males, some colorful females, and I'll see what I can get out of them just for fun, for the project. But yeah, it's really cool.
Are they the ones that's mixed with fancy, or are they the wild type?
No, I want to say like they're wilds. They have a little bit of green and like a little circle near the back fins. I'm not quite sure. I don't have anything to compare it to because this is the only store around me that sells the just feeder guppies. So I have no idea, to be honest.
So they're all are gonna be pretty much silver bodied with there'll be spots. Orange and red. Orange, red quite a bit. Green is like you lucked up and you got blessed with the green, but usually it's orange and red. And there's gonna be spots. Usually there's not a line, it'll be spots.
It looks like the video you posted 2 weeks ago, the blonde Endler melt. It kind of looks like those.
Yes. And see, those with the good thing about Endlers have distinctive strains, so you can nail down patterns with those. You can nail down patterns, but depending on who you're talking to, it can be a very, very confusing scenario when you're comparing reticulata and wingii, Endlers and your wild type guppies.
Yeah.
Because there's some endlers that look like wild type guppies, but always remember the wild type guppies are gonna have random patterning, period. And
Yeah.
there's never a bleeding in of colors when you're talking about the pure strains of, let's say, endlers or the wild type guppies. There's a distinct separation in colors. The colors may sit side by side, but they'll never bleed into each other like your fancies. You can have colors
Yeah.
actually bleeding in,
Oh yeah.
and I mean you get a whole lot more prettier outcomes, but that's one definitely way you can tell if they've been mixed.
Yeah. They're what you said in the beginning, the specific everything. They're just I told you
With
they
the
look like the
with the spots, yeah.
yeah. Where's that? Right there. Yeah, the antlers. They really look like the antlers. It's kind of cool. Now I see you also have well, what is she? See this week died on me. The only reason I could think of, I mean, a couple of reasons I could think is maybe the heater could be you know, changing, or maybe there's some parasites spreading across them, amongst them. Try some general cure or something to try to fix it. Could be a parasite. What do you think for T-Bones? Mysterious fish deaths.
Yeah, especially T-Bone, what kind of fish are they? Because you know how you have the live bearer disease, which is internal, um, Furan 2, and general cure is what I like to run through
Yeah.
first to see. But a lot of times when your live bearers just all of a sudden out of nowhere just dies, usually an internal
Yeah.
parasite of some type.
If you could maybe like put them into like a little container against the glass of the tank and check to see if there's any like parasites, external parasites, and if not, try some uh, Coopermine. I think that's what it's called. I use that all the time. It wipes out any parasites. I use that in like my quarantine tanks, and there's never anything wrong. Like any indented bellies, it fixes because there's parasites in there, or white stuff coming out of their
Like the poop
coming
is
at,
white.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
poop is white. That I have, I forgot what it's called, but General Cure and Coopermine, I something like that. That definitely takes care of it. Oh yeah, they really are. That's a problem with the feeder fish when like the goldfish. There's no regulations there. They just breed them just to make money. That is a damn. Well, stealing is, I didn't say the only breeding pair in the world. I said one of like 50 or 60 of that species. And there's the yellow eye, there's the red eye, and there's the white eye. And within the red eye, there may be like maybe 200 people that have bred them. And this is what I read. Someone told me this, but there's not many people that have ever bred the yellow eye because they're not regularly kept in the hobby, and they're always captive. They're always wild caught because it's a lot easier to do that. So.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, they are. They look like dinosaurs. They look like little dragons. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I still kind of like reptiles, but my wife, she's not gonna hear it.
No.
She's not gonna hear it. Don't even try. We have geckos that just come in the garage now as it is, and you'll sometimes find them going through the house. So they won't be in here intentionally.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, that's not good.
maybe that's what I ought to do. Use that as an excuse. All of the ones that creep in, I just catch them and put them in
Yeah.
a container.
You know what
Oh
you
no,
gotta
baby,
do?
I'm just trapping them, you know.
Yeah, you need to figure out something that like find out what she likes and maybe try to convince her, and then started getting into get a little reptile, and maybe if she likes it, start upgrading.
Oh
No, you don't
no,
think you can even
that's
try?
not gonna happen.
That's what I do with my
Oh
parents.
no, she don't want to see it on TV.
Oh no, yeah. I told my
Yeah,
mom we
she
were
don't
getting
want
a
to see it on
lizard,
TV.
and she freaked out. And it took us a lot of lying to get these guys. I got a blue tongue skink. It's a 17-inch lizard. I told her it's this big, and it's 17 inches. So, but it's alright. She
No.
never is. They didn't never even come in the basement, so they don't even know.
Okay. Hey, what type of what you? Well, I'm in Texas, so you may not know, but would these be leopard geckos that I have that just go? They're spotted like that with the light skin and
Nah, so they're not green. They're not.
no, they're like white and
So
they have the spots.
look up crocodile geckos if you have something you can look up on. Um, I've heard people say they had them in California, and I heard in Texas too. It's just like crocodile and geckos. And then also house geckos could be another one. That's what I hear a lot of people get everywhere. Like in Florida, there's a lot of house geckos
Let
in
me
houses,
see.
obviously.
No, not a crocodile gecko. Let me see house. Let me
No,
look up house.
I didn't think so. It's probably the house geckos.
It says house gecko, Texas. Yep,
Yeah, that's them.
that's them.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
If you ever have a little tail spinning around on the floor by itself.
Oh yeah, they drop their tails.
Yeah. Hey, look at this and take off.
My one lizard dropped his tail, and because there was a divider in the tank and it fell, and it scared him, so he dropped his tail, like the other species of this gecko. And when I picked it up, I didn't know. I don't. There's no lizards near me. I didn't know it still moves when you picked it up. So first of all, I was disgusted, totally disgusted that this thing dropped its tail. And I went to go pick it up and it started moving, and I just threw it. It was so weird. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Right. Oh man, I'm looking down there at the phone and Jeffrey Watson answered it. We got house
Yeah.
geckos.
Yeah, we have nothing up here. The coolest thing you'll find is a toad or a frog. Other than
What?
that, yeah. I mean, if you go like
Hat Trick Farm, welcome, welcome.
30 minutes away, you maybe see a snake or something. But other than that, there's nothing here.
Oh man, I thought we were bad. You know, when I talk to people from Florida and they have everything.
Oh yeah. We were just talking about it before we were out on the live. I asked him. I said, "Is it true that you get like alligators in your toilet and in your like sinks and stuff?" And he said no, but in Florida, I've heard stories and I know people that have had like 16-foot pythons in their toilet, and alligators coming out of their sinks and stuff.
No, I can
And
imagine this. Ooh, the snake coming out of my toilet. Don't do it to me.
yeah, we said like, what do you tell a doctor like when you get rushed to the hospital because you got bit by a venomous snake?
Ooh, long story, Doc. Sit down, have a seat.
Yeah, no, you can't sit down.
For real. Oh no. No, my imagination can't do it.
That's crazy.
Well, see what happens here in Texas, Jeffrey. I missed it. You're not talking about the snake coming up in the toilet, huh? Oh.
I was watching this one documentary on I think it was like History Channel. They found a 3-foot alligator that came through that was in someone's house, and they couldn't figure it out how it got in. They went to surveillance cameras from their neighbors, and they had a video. Actually, it was like more. It might have been 4 or 5 feet. The alligator climbed up the door, started on its back tail, and opened the door with its hand. Like it just opened the door and pushed it in, and the door opened, and it just walked into the house. It was crazy.
Oh, no. We can't be getting that smart. We can't do it.
Yeah.
We can't do
And
it.
there was a little kid there, and they called the parents or whatever, and they thought there was intruders. So the cops were there. There was all, they had their guns out, and they go in the house, and it's just a 4-foot alligator in the house that broke in.
Oh yeah, here it is. What I was telling you earlier.
Oh yeah, gators at your
Yeah, I was
doors.
like,
That's
we
right.
won't have a gator won't come out the toilet, but
Yeah.
gators are just here. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we can get a gator and fry him up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, don't get a tokay gecko. Those things are feisty.
Do they get big?
I think they get like 9 inches at max. Let me look it up. They're really pretty though.
Yeah, BJ. They were trying to figure out how the gator was getting in the house.
Yeah. Oh, they get about 13 to 16 inches, the tokay geckos. They're stunning though. I mean, look at this. I know we're talking about fish, but just mentioned the tokay gecko.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool.
That turquoise and orange. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't look. We don't always just stick to fish on this channel. Tonight we've talked more fish than probably ever on any of my streams.
I listen to a couple. They go everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm like this. I let my guests kind of lead me. I have questions.
Mm-hmm.
But if I see you comfortable, we just gonna roll.
Yep. Snakes in the toilet. Oh yeah, in Australia. Imagine that's crazy. Common thing. Lots of parts of Australia. I just can't imagine. Like that's so foreign to, like, anybody up north. Like, if any of my family members or anybody I know sat down and there was a snake in the toilet, they are out of the house. They are back up in Canada where there's no snakes. But I just can't imagine, like, a person in Australia walks in and sees a snake in the toilet. Oh, dang it, there's a snake in the toilet. And they just pick it up and throw it outside, and that's it, Like, they're probably used to it.
Man, I was at work one day, and my wife was pregnant. I think she was pregnant with my youngest. I say she's 17. I think my wife was pregnant with our youngest. I get this phone call. There's a snake on the back of the house. You have your electric meter box on the back of the house.
Yeah.
And sometimes, some of you have a pipe coming up from it where the snake was like wedged. It wedged itself because it was climbing the house, but it was wedged behind the pipe. But it was on the back of the house by the back door. It's outside though, but oh man, my wife called me. It's raining. It's raining and everything. I had to come all the way home from work to kill this snake because her and the kids was ready to go. We had some. I was raising pit bull dogs at the time, and there was some puppies outside. She brought the puppies in, the babies. She was ready to leave the house with everybody because that snake was on the house. She was like, "You got to come kill." I had to come all the way home and kill it because if I didn't, she may have been gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, my family doesn't react well with nature. Oh, a wolf spider. Those things are crazy. I gotta
Is
look
that
up
the
a
big
picture of
spider
that.
in Australia?
Yeah, I think they're in Australia. Oh yeah. I don't think they're that dangerous though, right?
Miles, I think it was just like a chicken snake, man. They're not even, not none of your no rattlesnake or nothing like that.
Imagine this crawling up into your toilet.
Oh no, crawling up anywhere.
Yeah, no, in your house.
And I had tarantulas when I was younger. Yeah, I wouldn't want that though.
You know, I'd like the tarantulas are, they're okay. I don't know if I would like. Did you like them, like, or was it just something you had, and you tried
I
it
actually
out?
liked them. Here it's kind of like the alligators. We have cornfields in some places, and during the heat of the summer, I guess they live in the cornfields, and you'll just see them coming out and crossing the highway.
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, just everywhere. I mean, if you want a
Really?
tarantula, catch you one. You can get
Hmm.
black tarantulas, you can get dark brown tarantulas, blonde colored tarantulas. You just stand out there and wait long enough.
Yeah.
Reddish colored tarantulas, they all just come rolling out. You pick you one, take it home.
Yeah, they sound pretty cool. I don't think other people, would like to, would judge me on that one. I don't know. Family wouldn't like that one. White wolf
No, I've never
spider.
seen a white wolf spider.
A white wolf. A white
Now
wolf.
we have spiders in Texas that they call wolf spiders, but they're very little. They look like that spider, little hairy, little jumping spider. They're very little though, and they call them wolf spiders.
Oh yeah, no, those are hideous. That's pretty scary.
So you see, Jeffrey Watts said, Texas, we got all weather and all animals.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the one I just showed you, the white wolf spider. Yeah, that's scary. No one wants to stay in the house. That's
And then it
funny.
ruined the reunion.
Ruin the reunion.
I know that's right.
That's funny.
Glad to see y'all. Bye. Oh.
That's great.
Let me see. Armadillos. Yeah, we have armadillos also.
You have armadillos in Texas?
Yep.
That's pretty
Some
cool.
people
I
eat
didn't
them.
know.
I don't. I don't. We have armadillos.
Yeah. Thought they were like Mexico. I didn't know they were. I mean, Texas, they pretty close, but Oh, the bird ending spiders. Those things are cool too. What was I looking for?
Huntsman spider. AKA speed bumps. Yeah, that's about right. That's how I see most armadillos.
Yeah.
I actually see I've been on YouTube for like 10 years, but people only really notice the last 2 years or so. But my very first channel, Make Ready One. My kids are real little, and I have this one video where my best friend and I had our sons, which my son is 20 now, and he had to be 6 in this video. And we're out by a pond, and this armadillo is like coming up to the kids. They're standing there watching, and I'm standing off from them, I'm filming. I'm like, man, they're looking at this armadillo like they've seen it before. They didn't run anything. They just stood looking. The armadillo's coming.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, He never made it over to him, but I was like, I don't know how I was supposed to feel about that.
Have you ever have you ever seen any, like, if you run them over with a car, would they withstand it? Like, how strong are they really? No.
No, they
They're not. Yeah, no. Okay. They're not the cartoon.
When you hit them, you felt it, but no, they not getting up from it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like what they say, like there's bears up here. You never, if you see one, you never run away from it. You stand up, put your hands out, make loud noises, and slowly
So
walk
you seem
away.
bigger than it.
What? Excuse me?
Make sure you seem bigger than the bear.
Oh yeah, stand. Yep, stand as big as you can on your toes and jump up and down and seem crazy. I don't know. Do whatever makes you loud and aggressive.
Yeah, my uncle lives in North Carolina, I think,
Oh
and
yeah,
he sends videos of of bear just like in the neighborhood going through the garbage and you know they'll tell you don't go out there. You know, if you see them, just let them be.
yeah,
I don't care how friendly that bear seems. Don't go out there
yeah. My aunt was
confront that bear.
actually we live we live in a very populated area, and if you go over the next town over, all the bears over the time were pushed over to this area. And my aunt just got a new house. This is the first day I ever went to the house. She walks up on the door and she reaches for the door, and this big brown bear comes up, hits her hand, knocks her over and like down the steps, and just runs away and up a tree. So it's crazy. Like she literally skimmed her arm along this brown bear that could have killed her. They're afraid of us, but as long as we respect them, we should be good. But just
I,
keep your distance. It's crazy.
no, for real. No, I don't want to see no bears. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to encounter that.
Saw a possum for the first time in your life this summer. Walked up to it because
Really?
it didn't move. I thought it was dead because it wasn't moving. Late, I realized it was playing possum. Yep,
Possum.
they'll
I was just
do
about
it.
to say that. Yeah.
They'll do it. But I've had them hiss at me and show me all of their teeth.
Oh yeah.
You know they have that long mouth,
Yeah,
and you
they
know
did.
you think they were terrible and ferocious. You'd believe it looking at them, but if you get any closer, he's going.
Yeah, if they bite you, that's got to be a painful bite.
And because of what they eat, it's probably a poisonous bite.
Oh yeah. Definitely get some sort of disease. Yep. See a bear yelling at it, go right ahead and apologize into. Oh, I
Antagonize.
can't. I can't read because I have tape over because my phone doesn't stay, so I taped it to the thing, and it says antagonize into a fight. Well, says the guy that tells everyone, I'm going to pet wild bear one day, and I will. Oh, like Steve Irwin. You know what, guys? Make sure you guys keep a safe distance. You know what? I'm gonna go poke it with the stick. Steve Irwin does that all the time.
Did. Yeah, that's crazy. No.
Yeah. Poor Steve Irwin. Like after all the animals he touches, venomous snakes, all these alligators and stuff, he dies from a stingray.
Look, you accidentally get killed by a stingray
Yeah.
after you intentionally grabbed all this other stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was real sad. When I first heard it, I'm like, wait a minute. It was an accident. It wasn't so they were like, no, he wasn't grabbing it or nothing. I'm like, but he would chase everything.
Oh yeah. He
Look
was
at the camera.
he was crazy. Oh, yeah.
Crikey. Look at that. A bloodthirsty wombat gorilla chicken. Normally we'll run away. Yeah, normally we'll run away. But I think I'm gonna get closer. No, you better leave that alone.
Oh yeah.
He said bears are just big puppies.
Oh yeah.
No.
You see all these people like Joe Exotic and I don't know, these other people online. I mean, not Joe Exotic anymore, but they have these crazy animals and they're horrible like influences on people. Like he's in this cage with 45 grown male tigers. He's just petting them. It's crazy. The one girl got her arm bit off. I watched that documentary. I just can't understand.
You had the guys Siegfried and Roy. They were in
Yeah.
Las Vegas, had a residence in Las Vegas forever, it seemed like. I remember them when I was a little kid with lions, and tigers. Until one day, one of those animals said, no, not today, and killed one of them. I mean, ooh, no.
Yeah.
If we know naturally it's supposed to be a killer, I don't care how long you've had it and you've been around it, that's still in him.
Oh yeah. It's your instinct. I mean, like if you look at it, even like a dog, if it's scared, if it's sleeping, and you go behind it and grab it, no matter how much you could play with it and bother in the day, it's still gonna bite you.
Yep, surprise, surprise. He's gonna
I
jump. Yep,
Yeah, I don't
yep.
understand. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
when I raised, and the fact that I raised pit bulls, and again, a lot of folks don't understand that they are some of the nicest.
Yeah.
Reputation doesn't precede them, but they're some of the nicest dogs that's walking the earth. But I mean, still that, and I had them so long. Whenever I would be coming through my yard at night, I'd always warn them before I'd get there.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was just my lizard Felipe was getting a little antsy. So yeah, what is the reason that like all those pit bulls are crazy? What are they used for? Aren't they used for like what are they attack? They're not attack dogs, right?
No,
Like
well,
why are
what
they?
happened? What happened with the pit bull original? We're gonna go back to the original origins of breeding this animal for bull baiting and
Mhm.
catching the terriers. Terriers were used for catching like vermin anyway, rats and things like
Yeah.
that. And people got to where they used to bet money. They throw them in these, like in these poor neighborhoods. They throw these rats in these holes, and they bet on whose terrier would catch the most rats. Well, they
Oh,
start breeding those, but because of the tenacity in chasing these rats down, they
yeah.
start breeding those small terriers with bulldogs, so they would have the tenacity mixed with the power
Hmm.
and the braveness. So then they moved up from them chasing mice. They had them fighting each other.
Yeah.
But
So
but
that's why.
the kicker to that is though, you can't have two dogs that are that strong and that tenacious fighting in a ring where people have to be in there to handle them. You can't have animals that would attack people.
Yeah.
So the game bred pit bull terrier is really a dog that overly loves human beings,
Hmm.
and a lot of people don't understand that a pit bull left to his own devices is not even a really good guard dog because
Yeah.
they love people now. But because the way they were bred to be so obedient, you could train a pit bull to do whatever you want him to do.
Yeah. So
And
that's why
because
I
him,
always wondered why they were always like I was saying, misconceived as,
yeah,
aggressive, horrible dogs. Because I know a bunch of people with pit bulls and they're the nicest dogs ever, you know?
oh, big old lap dogs, now they're loyal,
Oh,
big
yeah.
old lap dogs, they love you to death, love the whole family.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
kids are even, your little babies are safe around them. But if you teach a pit bull to do anything, they herd cows with pit bulls.
Oh, yeah.
They use pit bulls as drug dogs, sniffing out drugs and
Hmm.
cadaver dogs. Anything you can think of that a job you can give a dog, pit bulls are used for. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, you can also teach an animal by not teaching him. So
Yeah.
whenever there's any bad signs, bad traits show up and you don't curtail it, if he's aggressive towards one baby and you don't stop him, that's just gonna
Yeah.
get bigger in that particular dog. And
Hmm.
then if you have a dog that's people mean that shows up and you like it because the dope dealers and stuff like that had start to like that breed because of the way they look, all of the people mean dogs that would be around, they would buy them. They would buy them, and then
Yeah.
you'd breed these people mean dogs together, and you'd end up with a yard full of people mean pit bulls. Oh my God!
Yeah.
And if a pit bull thinks you want him to attack a person, well,
they're gonna do it. Yep,
Yeah, it's on.
makes sense.
But no, just innately well bred, representatives of the breed. You also go back to the Staffordshire Terriers, American Staffordshire Terriers, you know, that were made in England. All of
Yeah.
these are dogs that love people.
Yeah,
That's why
you're
they
right.
were in
They do.
all the old TV shows, you know, mascot for the armed forces back in the day. Why in the world back in, you know, the 20s and whatnot were pit bulls on all these different pictures if they were these savages?
Yeah. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. You're right. It was just horrible people,
Yeah,
you
bad
know,
people,
taking care of
bad people making bad animals. Yep.
them. So the pit bull was originally created, like the pit bulls we see today are mainly from the breeding. What was the dog you said that would catch the rats?
Small terrier breeds. People
So
try to say,
terriers.
you know, they'll say like Yorkshire. No, that didn't even really. Those particular
Yeah.
terrier breeds didn't exist like that back then.
Hmm.
But they
Yeah.
were a small terrier breed. They're one of the original terriers bred to some of the original bulldog breeds back then. Which the original bulldogs weren't like the bulldogs we see now. The little fat dog with the
Yeah.
smushed up face can barely breathe. They weren't that. They were bigger, bone, taller, athletic dogs. Kind
Oh
of
yeah.
like the bull mastiffs and whatnot look today.
Yeah.
Just a little smaller, but they were actually athletic dogs.
Oh yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, then they just were, you know, human beings. If we can destroy something, we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see. I think we're gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
end the live stream. You know, I don't want to keep you up too late either. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't want your parents mad at me and say he might want me back on the stream. No, you can't do it. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Hey man, I really enjoyed you. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
you tonight, man.
Thank you. I
Thank
had
you.
a great time too.
Thank you for coming. I think everybody in the chat over there enjoyed you being here, man. You're a respectful young man, intelligent. Just stay. Look, just keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going, man. And you have a
Yeah.
good night. Hey, everybody in the live stream, man. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Thank y'all for coming tonight. And I'll see you next week. Peace.
Thank you, everybody. Make sure you are subscribing.
All right.